What's up guys, it's KhUnlimited. Today I have another video for you guys, and I'm going to be talking about if Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be limited due to the Xbox One. Now, if you don't know about the two systems already, it has been confirmed that the PS4 is a bit more powerful than the Xbox One. And people may think that that may limit Kingdom Hearts 3 if it's on the Xbox One and the PS4. But the thing is, even if the PS4 is more powerful than the Xbox One, it's powerful by so little that wouldn't really affect anything. And I doubt that Square Enix would use PS4's full potential at this time of the PS4's release, because we are still in the early years of PS4, and I doubt that any company really knows how to optimize the game so good right now that it would fully be able to use the PS4's power. So I personally don't think that that would be a problem. I don't think that the Xbox One could limit Kingdom Hearts 3's experience just because it's on Xbox One and PS4 due to their power of going through games. But there is things that the PS4 has that the Xbox One doesn't have, which I do think can limit a bit of what Kingdom Hearts 3 can do. So there's two main things that the PS4 has and the Xbox One doesn't have. First of all is the touchpad, and second of all is the backlight, which is on the controllers. Now those are two things that the PS4 added onto features, which kind of enhances games in certain ways. Some games do it good, some games do it bad. But in any case, it's just something that they add on and something that the PS4 only has. But now that the game is on Xbox One and PS4, what's going to happen? Are the features going to be wiped out completely, or are they going to have to make two different versions where they're slightly different? Because that is a possibility. A lot of games do that, because if you haven't noticed, whenever there's a game on PS4 and Xbox One, and if they're doing a tutorial of giving controls, obviously the buttons are changed if they do have icons for it. So when the two versions are made, obviously they are different. They do have differences. But I don't think they're going to be so different to the point where they're going to have the touchpad and the backlight working on the PS4 and maybe not on the Xbox One. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, because I really don't have experience with games like that. I don't own the Xbox One, so I can't really compare if I had my own games. But if you guys do have both systems, let me know if you guys know if there's a game that's on Xbox One and PS4, but on the PS4 the touchpad and backlight do have functionality, and on the Xbox One they're just used differently with different things on the controller. So let me know if there is something like that, if there is something like that where a game uses touchpad and backlight, but on the same time it's on the Xbox One, then this won't be a problem. It won't really limit Kingdom Hearts 3 at all. But if there are games on both systems and none of those use the backlight or the touchpad, then it's a bigger chance that we won't be able to use those in the game. But it's kind of sad, because I actually like the touchpad functionality. I think it's pretty cool when it is used, and I think it's pretty neat. And the backlight sometimes too. Even though I'm never really using the backlight or looking at the backlight, it's just kind of neat when it does turn on. For example, in Grand Theft Auto 5, when you're getting chased by the police, your backlight flashes red and blue just to simulate like you're getting chased by the cops. And at some times I really think it's useless because I'm never really looking at it, but it's more for those kind of things if you're maybe playing in the dark, which I usually never do, or if you're just playing with family or something and they're just there and they kind of just find it neat if they look at your controller. So it's really for that. The backlight isn't really too useful. With the touchpad, in some cases I really think it can add functionality, maybe not that many things, but I feel like it could add a lot of functionality for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I've already talked about what it can do in Kingdom Hearts 3 in a previous video. It's probably going to be linked down in the description below. If it's not, I'm sorry, I maybe forgot, but it should be linked in the description down below of what I think the touchpad could be used for the PS4. But that's the main thing I really want to talk about, is that it may be limited due to the Xbox One not having the backlight or the touchpad. And if you guys didn't already know, reaction commands were already confirmed to not be in Kingdom Hearts 3, and they haven't told us why. So we don't know. Maybe it could be because they would have to make different symbols for the Xbox One and the PS4, because if you guys don't remember, whenever the reaction commands are shown in Kingdom Hearts 2, it kind of has this flashing green triangle which simulates a green triangle button on the PS4. Maybe they took it out because they wouldn't be able to do it on the Xbox One. They wouldn't want to change it that much, or it just maybe the fact that they just don't want reaction commands overall in Kingdom Hearts 3. So it really could be anything, and overall Xbox One might limit Kingdom Hearts 3 version, but in my overall opinion, I really don't think it could limit the PS4 version too much, because if it does take out the backlight functionality, if it does take out the touchpad functionality, I really don't think there's anything to cry about. It's really the core gameplay we really care about, which was in Kingdom Hearts 2 in my opinion. And if there is a way for them to bring touchpad and backlight functionality, great, it's awesome. But either way, I don't personally think that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be limited in any way due to the Xbox One. I think it's fair that it's going on the Xbox One and PS4, and I'm happy more players and gamers get to experience Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's my opinion, and I want to ask you guys, do you think Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be limited due to the Xbox One? Like I said, I don't think it's going to be, but what do you guys think? And remember, to answer the other question is, if you have two games which are on the Xbox One and PS4, and does the touchpad and backlight still work? So I'm kind of curious about that too. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and remember, the possibilities for Kingdom Hearts are unlimited. Later.